Hey, good morning, everyone out there in social media land. James Pesch again here with another mind shift strategy. Today, we're talking about anxiety and depression. And just like it said in the comments, I was at one time seeing a few professionals and trying to get some answers because I myself was having some questions about my own emotional states and whether or not I was okay, because I was starting to have a lot of confusion about how come other people around me, and I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but clients and over the years, caretakers, I had started realizing that everyone kind of created their own reality and told themselves a certain story about their situation. And this determined whether or not they felt like that they were given a fair shot in life, whether or not they had lived a hard life, whether or not they had gotten the bad end of things. And this made me realize that for the most part, we create our own difficulties. We create our own struggles, our own fears, and most of them are based upon irrationalities that are never going to happen. So I created several techniques to help people who are struggling with anxiety, depression, things like that. And it was based upon a zeal for life and excitement to help other people to experience the reality that I experience every day, which is that we all have a shot. We all have a chance today to experience life, and today could be your day. Today could be the day that you break through and you reach that client that you've been looking for, or you land that career job that you've been wanting, or you finally got to go out on that date with that somebody special that you've been looking forward to. Maybe today is the day that you reestablish a relationship with somebody that you didn't, that you've been estranged from. It doesn't matter what it is, guys. If you want something in your life that you think will help better it, that's what I'm here for. So today's cure is all about getting rid of anxiety and depression. So I want you to think about the things that make you anxious, or the thing that gives you whenever you are experiencing depression. And I want you to notice that there's a tactile feeling in your body that goes along with that emotion. So when you're feeling anxiety or depression, you begin to feel it somewhere. And some people experience this like a heaviness in the chest, or like a weight that's weighing them down on their shoulders. And I want you to think about that. And when you think about that emotion, I want you to imagine that it's like a Coke can in front of you. If you could just pretend that all of a sudden that feeling is here, and then just like you would take an aluminum Coke can and crush it, just like that. And whenever you do that, I want you to see how you feel in your body. And if that movement, which is a kinesthetic movement, was able to change the way you felt, that tactile feeling in your body, you'll notice that that feeling is one of the ways that your brain associates knowing when you are feeling depressed, knowing when you are anxious. That feeling directly correlates to that emotional state. So if you have an ability to change that tactile feeling, that can also help enable your brain to see that you can have control over that emotional state as well. That is our first and one of the primary methods that we use in kinesthetics, and to anchor you to a new association, to give you a new pattern in order for you to break that old tactile association, that feeling that you would have in your body when you would feel anxious or depressed. We discovered this with my son one time when he was talking to me about anger, and he told me about how he would feel it in his head, and it would feel like it almost would radiate, like the hair would stand up, like goosebumps on one side of his head. He could feel it, and that's how he knew he was angry. And we just found that you could also associate those tactile feelings with emotional states. And if you could just deal with the tactile feelings, the feeling in the body, if you could just change that, turn it down like the volume on a television, make it go away by crushing it like a Coke can, we found that you could actually gain control over the emotional states as well. Guys, use this to help you next time that you feel like that you might be feeling anxious about a situation, if you might be feeling a little depressed, or if you are actually in a state of depression. Use this to help you gain some insight into your own affiliation with tactile sensations, kinesthetics, and your brain, your limbic system, and the emotional centers that tell you how to feel depressed. And use this to interrupt those patterns and enable you to be more in control of your situation. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. And if you need any help with anything this weekend, give me a shout. I am still going to be helping people just like you to be your own hero. And have a great day.